What's up, you guys? Jedi Master Josh here, and today we're going to be opening up a bunch of brand new collection boxes, and it's not going to be anything too crazy, except that they kind of are. They're actually really cool. So we're gonna start with this one, the Salamence and EX, Salamence EX and Reshiram EX collection box here, which comes with 10 packs. Is pretty insane. This price point right around $70 or so. You can get it for a little bit less here and there. Sometimes it's priced a little bit higher here and there. But yeah, so right around $70 is not too bad of a box for 10 packs, 2 promo cards, and a jumbo. And the pack selection in it is not bad as well. But after we get done with that, we're going to jump into this Mega Lucario EX figure collection box, which is also, in my opinion, very cool. You get a Mega Lucario EX promo card. I do believe it's actually, yeah, it is a Black Star promo. We can see that in there if we look really deep in there. We'll pull it out anyways, but you get a jumbo, and then you also get the figure, and I absolutely love figures. Every time a figure collection box comes out, I jump on those because I like collecting the figures. I have a ton of them. I have like probably 50 of these little Arceus figures from when the Arceus figure collection came out. I just kept buying them because I thought it was like one of the greatest boxes ever. Still to this day, I still think it's a great box. I actually opened one very recently here on the channel. You guys should check that out. But the last box we're going to open is the Prismatic Premium Figure Collection. It comes with 11 packs. It comes with a pin, 2 promos, and that awesome figure. Let's see if we can kind of show off the figure a little bit better. Umbreon and Espeon on the figure there. Umbreon and Espeon for the whole box is basically Umbreon and Espeon themed, but very cool. But this box is way overpriced. So the price point that I got it at was a little bit over $100, but I've seen them listed upwards of $200. The market price has kind of dropped down a little bit. It's a little closer to 150 now, or some places are around 130. The price is it's a little bit weird. I don't know how much I would recommend that collection box. Unless you absolutely have to buy it, then that's fine. But we're going to dig into, like I said, first the Salamence and Reshiram EX collection box. Now the pack selection in here is actually pretty dang good. I'm not going to lie. You get 10 packs and the promo cards, which is great. Now it's weird they didn't make a Reshiram jumbo card, but I'm okay with that. I don't need too many more jumbo cards. Let's just throw that out there. Well, we get ourselves a Salamence EX with the Journey Together stamp on it, and we get a Reshiram EX with the Journey Together stamp on it. These are really cool. A lot of stamped cards have been going crazy lately. A lot of people going insane for them. These ones, not so much. Right now, they're running about $1 a piece. I don't like talking too much about value, but obviously, when you're spending this much money on these boxes, you kind of might want to know a little bit about what's going on with the value. We get the Jumbo card here. I have no clue if that has any value or not, but it's going to go into my collection. That's all that matters. Now, the cool thing about this box is the pack selection. Really, the pack selection is actually pretty dang good. You get 5 Destined Rivals and 5 Surging Sparks, which is pretty sought after sets. So definitely, if you're looking for these sets, it's not a bad box to buy. Again, the price point's a little bit high, but it's not too bad when the average pack price for these two sets is roughly about $6 to $7. That's pretty much what you're going to be paying when you buy this box at that $70 price point. I think the MSRP for the box is supposed to be like $49.99. I could be off there, but you guys let me know. But let's go ahead and get through this box first. We'll start filling up the pull pool with some pulls. You guys let me know what you think about each one of these boxes in the comments down below. And some really insane news. I've been kind of holding off on talking about this just because I didn't want to get ahead of myself, but we recently hit 1,000 subscribers here on the channel. And if you guys aren't subscribed, if you wouldn't mind just clicking that subscribe button, leaving a like, commenting, all that stuff. It's actually been a really crazy ride. I never started this channel. Ooh, we get Pikachu EX to start off. Not too bad. That's a great starting pull. Now, if we could find the special illustration rare Pikachu EX, that would be really awesome. But yeah, so it's been I've just started this channel a long time ago doing mobile game videos actually, because I just felt like it was fun, something I did for fun. And then I noticed during the pandemic there was a lot of Pokemon card openings going on, and tons of people were wanting to watch that stuff. And I was already opening Pokemon cards, so I thought, why not? Let's go ahead, make some videos, throw them up on the YouTube, and see what we can, if people just want to see that stuff. It's more of an entertainment thing. For me, I enjoy doing this. I'm going to open these packs anyways. I'm going to open these products. So might as well film it, share it with you guys. I still open a ton of product off of camera. It kind of takes a little bit for me to get into the mood of filming sometimes, but lately it's been pretty good. It's been pretty easy to want to film and to jump into filming, just because I've been having a lot more fun with it, and that's really all that matters. Is you just got to make sure you're having fun. If you're not having fun in the hobby, then try jumping into something else, like a different portion of the hobby, maybe vintage, or maybe mid-era, something like that. You don't always need to be collecting the newest thing, and lately for me, that's kind of how it's been. I've just been jumping into a bunch of different stuff, a bunch of random things from the past. I haven't been able to talk about this yet on the channel here, or show it off, I don't think, but I actually purchased one of my chase cards, like one of the cards that is my chase card, like just all together, like of all the cards in the world, one of my chase cards, I went and actually went out there and purchased it finally, and it cost a pretty penny. We got Skeledirge for the rare. We're still just sitting on a Pikachu EX in the pool right now. We've got a lot of packs to go through. This is going to be like something close to 30 packs. We're going to be almost there. It's going to be like 26 packs or something like that. Either way, should still be a fun time. But we're getting to the last pack here of Surging Sparks. Let me know what you're getting from the code cards. You're not getting away from me. I'm always going to ask for that. I'm always going to ask what you're getting from the code cards. but yeah, so maybe later on in the video I'll grab this card that I'm talking about that I finally managed to purchase, and I'll show you guys, because I am pretty excited about it, pretty happy about it, so on and so forth. But that's what you should be doing, find the cards that maybe you've been wanting for a long time, maybe cards you wanted when you were a kid or something. If you're jumping back into this hobby after years of being out of it, welcome. First of all, it's great to have people in the hobby, back in the hobby, whatever you want to say. But it's a great time. Just don't overdo it. That's all I'm saying. People can burn themselves out very quickly. The thing about collecting and hobbies in general, we get Team Rocket's Murkrow illustration rare. Not too bad. All right, we got something to go up in the pool up there with Pikachu EX. Not too bad. But yeah, don't burn yourself out. It's really easy to do that. A lot of hobbies and collectible things, and just hobbies in general, frankly, most people get into them and they only stick around for about a year or two, and then they drop it, or they become lifers, so it's like, it's that defining moment. Like you're gonna have to decide, do you want to be sticking around for the long term or not? And if you do, it's a lot about pacing yourself, taking your time, being patient, and spending the time in the hobby. That's what really takes you the furthest. But we get ourselves a Cynthia's Garchomp EX. Not too bad there. All right, we're starting to fill up the pool. We got a few more pulls throw up there in the pool. But yeah, let me know what you guys think, what you guys are collecting, what you guys are having fun with. Hopefully everyone's having fun. Pokemon Legends ZA has been a ton of fun. If you're playing that, let me know what's your favorite shiny that you've caught, or what rank you are in the ZA Royale, or whatever. Just let me know down in the comments. We like to talk about everything Pokemon related here, and I'm excited to hear about it all. But we got ourselves a Team Rocket's Venture Bomb, Teal Mask Ogerpon, the Rocket's Hypno Houndour, Wash Rotom, and a Zeraora. We're down to 2 packs remaining from this box, but not too bad. It's been a great box. I really love collection boxes. I think they're a ton of fun. One of the things about collection boxes that can be a little scary is when they have a bunch of different sets and like only 1 or 2 packs of each set. It becomes a lot harder to guarantee any kind of pulls. You're just, your sample size is basically smaller, so you could, open that 1 pack of Surging Sparks and get absolutely nothing. It does happen, and that's the one thing about ancillary product, is that when you have a bunch of different sets in it, you could get skunked pretty badly. But then again, you can also hit that 1 amazing pack out of each box, so it can happen. But it's a ton of fun still, especially getting the promos and like the figures and stuff like that. I'm really looking forward to these figure collection boxes, because I love collecting all the figures. I have tons of them all over the place in my house. So yeah, it's a bunch of fun. Behind that, we got Wellspring and a Team Rocket's Crobat EX. All right, so we got 4 pulls from that box. Not the best pulls, but not the worst pulls either. I really like the Murkrow. Murkrow's a great artwork, and Murkrow's not a bad Pokemon either. Let's just be real. All right, we're moving on to the next box here. We've got the Mega Lucario EX figure collection box, and it looks like it comes with Mega Evolution and Destined Rivals and Journey together. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a mixed spread of pack selection from this one. This box is running around the $40 mark. I think this one's going to be the best kind of like bang for your buck, in my opinion. Just because you're going to get the figure, you're going to get the promo of the Lucario, which is actually quite playable, and then you're also going to get the Jumbo, and 5 packs. So 5 packs. When it comes to the price per pack, it's a little bit harder to kind of factor based off of, you kind of got to think about what the price of the promo is and then the price of the figure. Let's look at the figure. Yeah, let's check out the figure. Oh, he looks so cool. Mega Lucario. Check that out. That is sweet. I do love figures. All the figures, and when they are like high quality figures too, it's a lot better. This one feels a lot lighter than they typically do. Let's chill out. We're just trying to read this here. Whoa, the camera is going crazy. All right, we're not going to do that to you guys anymore, but this one feels a lot lighter than most of them usually do. I'm just going to set that off to the side though. But very cool, very happy with that. And then another new thing I've been noticing, which it looks like this Jumbo has a little bit of that going on, is it seems, nope, this one's just a straight up normal Jumbo, but there's been a lot of Jumbos that have been coming out lately that act as lenticulars. The Mega Latias EX, the Mega Latias EX Jumbo was the most recent one that I can think of, but yeah, a little lenticular action's pretty cool too. We got Journey together, Destined Rivals, and Mega Evolution. Let's go ahead and see if we can get lucky from this box here. Mega Lucario being pretty playable. It's actually quite a good deck, a good playable deck in the format currently. It seems like it may be missing like little teeny tiny pieces, but for the most part it actually runs quite nicely. It's hard to deal with, and it does a lot of damage and just kind of sets itself up once it's going. It's a pretty good deck. We got Cloth, we've got Butterfree, we got a Silly Cobra, and Iono's Kilowattrel. Not too bad. All right. The one pack of Journey together didn't turn out to be super great, but that's okay. We live and we move on, right, to Destined Rivals, because Destined Rivals could definitely kick out something pretty juicy. All right, we got a code card for you guys. Let me know what you're getting from the code cards. We'll toss that off to the side, and we'll see if we can get, like, maybe a Rocket's Mewtwo or something crazy like that. I actually really want the Ethan's Adventure special illustration rare. That is what I'm looking for the most. If I can pull that, I'd be super happy. All right, we got another holo rare from that pack and a couple of normal reverses. Not too bad. We take those. We still take the reverses. There's a ton of playable stuff in Destined Rivals, tons of playable stuff in Mega Evolution. So as long as we get some playable cards, I'll be pretty happy. But if we can hit something along the way, that would be really nice. All right, there's a code card for you guys. Let me know what you're getting from the code cards, and just let me know in general what you guys are thinking about the current state of Pokemon. I'm having a bunch of fun still. I know it's a little rough out there, but, we have a bunch of things coming down the pipeline as well. Phantasmal Flames literally just came out. Ooh, we get Rapidash as the illustrationer. That's really, really nice artwork. I do love this. All right, we'll go ahead and throw that up into the pull pool, and we end with a Zeraora and a Dark Energy. Not too bad. But, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff coming down the pipeline, apparently. We've got Ascended Heroes, the next English set that has been announced. It looks like it's going to be part Japanese. In Japanese, there's a new set that's been announced, and I think it's almost out, or it's going to be released very soon or something like that, called Mega Dream. And it looks like Ascended Heroes will be one part Mega Dream, maybe one part something else. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks like it might be a specialty set. So it's hard to tell right now what's going on with that. We got Dialga, and we get a Mega Camerupt EX. Not too bad. All right, throw that up into the pull pool, and let's see if we can hit one more little hit off of this last pack of Mega Evolution, because this next box is about to get brutal. We got ourselves Mega Evolution to finish us off on this box here. Lucario kind of came in all right. Lucario kind of came in a little clutch. He got us some Mega EX, and he got an illustration rare. Let's see if it can, maybe turn out anything else. Just a little something. Maybe we got Ralts, not too bad. We got Stuffle. We got Crawdaunt Mystery Garden, which is an interesting card. We got Solrock. The Solrock and Lunatone combo right now, absolutely busted. We've got Lily's Determination reverse, very playable card, and it's the reverse. Fantastic. We take that, and then we get a Miltank reverse. I shouldn't put that in the pull pool. I'm gonna set that aside eventually. We'll get that taken care of. And then Lunatone, sweet. So we got a Solrock, and then we get a Lunatone to go with it. And this is what's really good about this. So Lunar Cycle says, once during your turn, if you have a Solrock in play, you may discard a basic fighting energy card from your hand in order to use this ability, and it just lets you draw 3 cards for discarding a fighting energy. Not too bad. You can only use 1 Lunar Cycle per turn, so that is something to be careful about, but still very useful when you're just trying to see some cards, you know what I'm saying? All right, we're moving on to our final box here. We've got the Premium Figure Collection, Prismatic Evolutions. Probably one of the most brutal sets to open. I absolutely hate opening this set. I've never had a good time opening this set. I mean, I always have fun no matter what, but it just never feels good. You know, it's a super overpriced. People are going crazy because, you know, obviously there's evolutions and crazy artworks for them and so on and so forth, which fine, you know, it's whatever. But at the same time, it's like, gosh, can we all just chill out a little bit so that we can make this a little more affordable? But all right, we got ourselves Espeon and Umbreon EX, some full art goodness. I think they are in fact Black Star promo cards, so that's pretty good. We take those. We get a pin with Umbreon and Espeon on it. Very cool pin. I do like this pin. I collect the pins from these different boxes, like when you have like little hanger blisters that come with a pack and a pin, or 2 packs and a pin, or something like that. I love picking those things up. I have tins full of pins, just tons of them. All right, we got the figure here. This is actually super cool figure. I do love this. Umbreon and Espeon. Gen 2 is my favorite generation, so I do have a really strong love for Umbreon and Espeon both because they come from my favorite generation. Totodile being my favorite Pokemon. There he is right there, front and center. What's up, pal? But yeah, you know, so definitely a super cool figure. I will take that, and I'll take more of them if I can. All right, we got some sleeves, which is one of the additional things in this box that doesn't come in any of the other boxes, which is really nice. You always need sleeves, especially if you play the game. I play the game, so I love using them. What's cool is each one of these packets, I don't think a lot of people have ever noticed this, but they come with 65 cards each, from the ETBs, Trainer's Toolkits, boxes like this. Anytime you get a packet of sleeves from Pokemon, they come with 65 sleeves. You need 60 sleeves for a 60 card deck, right? Well, 5 sleeves are extra, so if you ever break any, or you just want to use some to sleeve your pulls, then, you know, you have some extra sleeves. Not too bad. All right, we got ourselves 11 packs of Prismatic Evolutions. Let's see if we can not have too traumatic of a time. Throw that trash off to the side. See if we can hit something good. Now, there are God packs in Prismatic Evolutions and Demigod packs. If we hit one of those, that would probably be the only thing that would make this opening okay. But, all right. Let's dig in and see if we get something good. Now, the thing about Prismatic that I actually do really like, that a lot of people are like, I don't know, it seems like everyone wanted them so bad at first, and now that we have them, nobody cares, and it's weird. But the Pokeball and Master Ball reverses, we get a Badoo, very playable card. Crispin, super playable card. But the Pokeball and Master Ball reverses I absolutely love, and I'll take as many of them as I can get. We get a Leafeon for the rare and a Psychic Energy. I do collect the Holo Energies as well, so every Holo Energy that comes out of this box today is going to be considered a hit in my book. I'll set them off to the side, though. I won't keep them with these hits so that I don't upset too many of you guys. Let's see what we've got here. All right, we got our next pack. Little code card for you guys. Let me know what you're getting from the code card. And I think I have, like, I don't know what's going on here. If this is like a super messed up cut card, or if they're just, oh wow, they were just like super stuck together. That's crazy. All right, hopefully it wasn't anything too good. But we've got ourselves a Haban Berry, I think. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. But we got a Miltank. Do you like Miltank? Yeah, I like Miltank. All right, we got Screamtail. We got Briar. Very good card. We got Leafeon. We've got an EVEX. I must have missed a, oh yeah, so this is what's sticking. There's a reverse stuck to the back of this. Hold on. All right, so we got an EVX. All right, we got something. We got at least a pull, but there's a card stuck to the back of this one. Oh, wow. Okay, so it's a Pokeball Pyroar. All right, we take that. I will definitely take, like I said, all of the Pokeballs and Master Balls. I need to one collect like the set of them. I would like to collect a full set of them for sure, or get as close as possible at least. But yeah, I like them as they are. I think they're very unique and they're very cool, and I don't think Pokemon's ever going to do the same Pokeball and Master Ball reverses again. As we've seen in Black and White, Black Bolt and White Flare, the Pokeball and Master Ball reverses are significantly different. So I think these ones are very interesting. They're very unique, and I'm definitely way more than happy to collect as many of them as possible. We haven't gotten any Holo Energies yet, though. Come on, show us a Holo Energy. We're only 3 packs in. We got 8 packs remaining. But like I said, you guys let me know in the comments down below what you think about all these boxes, what you think about these sets, what's your favorite set of all time, what's your favorite set out right now, anything Pokemon related whatsoever. Ooh, that landed on the table. Get out of here. All right, we've got a Hoot with the Insomnia ability. This Pokemon can't be asleep. It just can't be. But yeah, so let me know in the comments what you guys think. What's your favorite Pokemon? Favorite set? Anything Pokemon related down in the comments. Let's hear about it. We get a Vaporeon EX. All right, not too bad. We got Eevee and Vaporeon. If we could just keep pulling Evolution EXs, I'm not going to be too upset about that. I mean, that's pretty okay by me. I kind of need some of them for real. Like, actually, the Flareon and the Sylveon are both very playable. The Leafeon's not too bad. It's just a little more difficult to get up and running, but once you do have it up and running, it's actually pretty dang good. We got Eevee to start. Now, if you get a God Pack, it's going to start with that Eevee just like that. So every time I see that, it just kind of, my heart sinks a little bit, even though it's supposed to be a Master Ball or Pokeball or something like that if it's going to be a God Pack. But we got ourselves our first Holo Energy. The Prismatic Holo Energies, I do love them. I don't know. I think it's hard for me to say which ones are my favorite Holo Energies over the years because there's so many really good ones. But most recently, I've really been liking the textured Holo Energies from Crown Zenith. Those are super cool. And I just found out while I was on a Discord voice call looking through stacks and stacks of energies that I have with a few of my friends that they have the symbol for the energy in texture in the background of the card and all that stuff, but they also have little Pokeballs in the texture. So if you guys have any textured energies from Crown Zenith, look really closely at those. It's actually really cool. We've got Larry's Skill, and we've got a Lucario EX. Not too bad. Lucario just showing up today because, we opened a Lucario EX box, so why not? But that's just regular Lucario. We need Mega Lucario in our life right now. With the Mega Evolution format, it's actually been really shaking up the current TCG meta and all that stuff. And Phantasmal Flames will be legal in Standard by this coming weekend. So it's going to be interesting to see what Phantasmal Flames brings to the format as well. It's getting crazy. It's getting awesome. I do love seeing it, and I'll be interested to see where it goes even further. It's just a great time. Always a trip, an adventure. We got Scoop Up Cyclone, not too bad. This is actually a pretty good A spec. Now I saw a United Wings deck win a cup that had 28 players in it because he had Scoop Up Cyclone as his A spec, and he would just burn a Squawkabilly in the first turn, Squawk and Seize, and then in his next turn he would scoop it up, and then he only had 1 prize liabilities for the rest of the game. It was really cool, really interesting deck build, and it just cycled super well for him. We've got a Jolteon and a Water Energy. How do we only have 1 Holo Energy out of these packs so far? That's crazy. All right, well, we're moving on. We have, looks like 4 more packs remaining. So once again, you guys just leave a comment down below, like the video, subscribe. We hit 1,000 subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing and checking out the videos and all that stuff. If you have been around and watching the videos, I appreciate it. It's a great time. I have a ton of fun. I just hope you guys are having fun. That's what this is all about. Make sure you're having fun in this hobby. That's the most important thing. If you haven't tried out the game, I would definitely recommend trying out the game. Super fun, great time. We got a Roto Stick Pokeball reverse. We'll take that. Then behind that, we've got a Black Belts Training, a Flareon, and a Holo Psychic Energy. All right, let's go. Throw that up into the sideboard pool or something like that. We'll call it the sideboard. Yeah, there we go. But we're down to 3 packs. Let me know what you guys think. tons of fun to be had as long as you're looking in the right places. If you go to Pokemon.com, you can go to their event locator and actually check out where events are happening near you. Try to, pop in, and even if you don't want to play, you can show up with a bunch of cards and stuff and talk to people about trading. There's always people there that are going to want to trade with you, or at least just chit chat about Pokemon, because that's what, we're all like-minded. We all have the same, likes and dislikes in this, in the sense that we enjoy this hobby. So might as well show up and just hang out with some people, talk some friendly banter about Pokemon, maybe trade some cards, maybe get a few cardboard slinging games in. It's a great time. So definitely go out there, check out your local game stores, check out the Pokemon leagues. It's fun. It's a ton of fun. Totally worth it. But you guys let me know which one of these boxes you think was worth it. I really think the Reshiram and Salamence box is not the worst price point. It's not a bad value. I think the Mega Lucario box is probably the best value for all the cool stuff that you get. And then definitely this Prismatic box is like way overpriced. So maybe keep an eye on it. If it comes down in the market, then it might be something worth buying. But we get Treasure Tracker, another A-Spec from these packs. We get a Riolu, and we get Larry's Skill full art. Not too bad. Can we get a Holo Energy behind it? We do. We get a Holo Dark Energy. Fantastic. So we got 3 pulls from that pack. Not too bad. We take those. We take those, especially when this box was over $100 and we're looking at a few Pokeballs and a few EXs right now, and some A-Specs, excuse me. It's actually not bad. We haven't done too bad in my opinion, but I know a lot of people are looking for that big what do they call it now? Sunbreon, Moonbreon, whatever the heck they call it. Let's pull it right here. Let's do it right now. Last Pack Magic. Wish us some luck. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below, anything Pokemon related. And let's see if we can get lucky with some Last Pack Magic. I do have fun doing this stuff. I hope you guys do too. That's what it's all about. We get ourselves a Glass Trumpet reverse. We get a Blood Moon Ursaluna reverse. So no Moon Kitty, Sun Kitty, whatever the heck you want to call it. And we get a Roaring Moon. I played this deck for a long time. Very good deck. Do we get a Holo Energy? Nope. No Holo Energy. Just a Lightning Energy. But we did get some pretty awesome pulls. I hope you guys had fun. I had a ton of fun. Thank you for subscribing. Thanks for getting us to 1,000 subscribers. And I hope to see you in the next video.